Childcare spaces are in short supply in this province, and $10 a day childcare has only increased demand for those spots. As Here and Now's Heather Gillis tells us, a new childcare report released today offers potential solutions.
We're really in a childcare crisis in Newfoundland and Labrador.
Neria Aylward, the executive director of the Jimmy Pratt Foundation, released a new report today with solutions to solve the childcare crisis. The report says making more spaces starts with making work more attractive for early childhood educators. That's because they're often low paid, and some are working without benefits, paid sick leave, and vacation.
That's one of the biggest bottlenecks now in Newfoundland and Labrador and across the country. It's an issue across the board, is that we don't have enough early childhood educators, and they don't stay in the profession very long generally because they get burnt out and they can't make a go of it.
Aylward says the new provincial wage grid is a good start, but needs to be paired with better working conditions and benefits. Meanwhile, $10 a day childcare has caused demand for spaces in the province to spike. Parents have been crying out for more. And a different report from the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternatives, released in May, shows how dire things are. It says almost 3/4 of children in this province live in a childcare desert, where there's 3 children or more for every licensed childcare spot.
I think a lot of the times parents feel like they're on their own. They feel like they might have done something wrong to get themselves in this situation. But I think we increasingly recognize that the odds are stacked against them.
The group is also recommending the province start offering junior kindergarten, a universal free program for 4-year-olds based in schools taught by both a teacher and early childhood educator.
That's what's going to reach every child, and especially the children whose parents might not be working. That's what's going to make sure that they get the start that they deserve.
Aylward says a dedicated strategy for rural childcare is also needed, and so is support for Indigenous-led childcare.
Meanwhile, the report also says that any expansion in childcare should be driven by the public sector rather than businesses or the nonprofit sector. That's because the report authors say that governments have the tools to make affordable and accessible childcare happen, and happen quickly. Heather Gillis, CBC News, St. John's.